What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. For today's video, I want to talk about Zach Wilson and Justin Fields. Which quarterback is better at the number 2 spot? Let's get into it. So obviously there's been a lot of talk the last couple weeks to a month about who's the quarterback that's going to be drafted behind Trevor Lawrence, because obviously everyone thinks Trevor Lawrence will be the number 1 pick to the Jaguars, but who's going to be that second quarterback off the board? Who is that second best quarterback in this year's draft? So starting with Zach Wilson, he played for BYU. I think he's a junior, if I'm not mistaken. He had a breakout year this past year, playing a lot of touchdowns, not a lot of interceptions. I think he had like 3 or 4 interceptions on the whole year, over 30 touchdowns. So he could throw. He could throw really good. He's like I do compare him to Patrick Mahomes, just the style that he plays, just so smooth, and the way he throws it, it's just all put together so nicely. So good arm, good strong arm. Not that much of a runner, just like Patrick Mahomes isn't that much of a runner, but he can move if he has to, and that's he's kind of like a mid-pocket, can run, definitely can throw quarterback. So that's why a lot of people are hyped about Zach Wilson, because he's getting this comparison to Patrick Mahomes, who is obviously an elite quarterback in the NFL. But the only negative side to Zach Wilson is that he didn't really play against top caliber opponents. He played against Coastal Carolina. That's the best team that they played, and he didn't really do good. They lost. So if you think about it this way, he's a great quarterback, but is he just great because he was playing bad teams, or is he great because he's just a great quarterback? It's hard to put together. It's hard to put the pieces together because you don't really know. He didn't get to play in the Senior Bowl because he's a junior. He's not a senior. So we didn't really get to see him play against opponents that are like good, like NFL caliber opponents, like these other quarterbacks have, like Justin Fields on the other side. Justin Fields, his capabilities is obviously he can run really, really good, and he can throw. His throwing capabilities might not be the best like Zach Wilson is, but his legs definitely make up for that. He's a running type quarterback, kind of like Cam Newton, Dak Prescott. He's kind of that Swiss Army knife type of quarterback that can do it all. Now the negative side of that is he didn't really have that good of a year statistically. He had a lot of interceptions. He was up and down the whole year. He wasn't very consistent. So that's his only negative side. Justin Fields' negative side is that. Now he did play great teams. He killed Clemson. That was really his only good game, that whole year. Thinking back from all the games that they played, maybe that was the best game, best performance, because against Northwestern he did not do good at all. Against Indiana he didn't do good. There's certain things that you can look at about each quarterback that really stands out to where it makes a huge difference. Now if I were a GM or coach on an NFL team, I would go towards the route of Zach Wilson, just because we know that he can throw. We know that he doesn't really make a lot of mistakes, and he has that great quarterback comparison of Patrick Mahomes. It would be really hard to pass on him if you have the opportunity of picking him or Justin Fields. That's just the way I look at it. Obviously, everyone else has their own opinions. Everyone else has their own mock drafts. If I was a GM and there were 2 quarterbacks on the board that were either Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, I would take Zach Wilson just because of the throwing capabilities that he has and that we have all seen this past year. I'm not saying Justin Fields is a terrible quarterback. I'm just saying we've seen more out of Zach Wilson this past year than we did out of Justin Fields. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is. That's pretty much my opinion on the whole topic. If you're a fan of these 2 quarterbacks, let me know in the comments, who do you think is the second best quarterback in this year's draft? And if you were a GM or a coach, who would you pick, Zach Wilson or Justin Fields? Let me know in the comments. Other than that, be sure to like this video and subscribe. Peace.